Hello, welcome to day 26 of 30 days of JavaScript challenge. This is almost 2 a.m. in the night, and yeah, let me do some more questions. Let's go to flatten deeply nested array. Okay, let's see. I hope I'm able to do this. Okay, given a multi-dimensional array, okay, and a depth n, and return a flattened version of the array. Okay, a multi-dimensional array is a yeah, that I know multi-dimensional array. A flattened array is a version that array with some or all of its sub-arrays removed and replaced with the actual elements. Okay, I got this because array.flat I've used many times. So for example, this is a array. If n equals to 0, if we are not focused on that, then the flat array would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way up to till the 15, removing all these sub-arrays. Okay. Now, because they have mentioned that n equals to 0, which means not to do any level of flattening. They don't need to flatten. So in that case, they have kept the output same. Okay. In this, they have mentioned 1, right? So what it means is that one level of nested items will get converted to actual items. So 1, 2, 3, then this 4, 5, 6 will become 1, 2, 0, 5, 6. This will become 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 is at a and depth level 2 and level 2 it is there. So that's why it is still an array. 12, 13, 14, 15 again got this. Okay. Okay. So this is the input. Whatever algorithm I apply to this input will remain same if the input was this, right? Just because of this logic, I know that I have to use recursion. Okay. But how I will do normally whenever there is a recursion, I do get it can get problematic for me. So let's see. Let result array empty return result array. This is what we know. Okay. And also if n is 0, if n is 0, then we are returning empty array. Sorry, not the empty array, the original array. Now we have to think about recursion. So if we have to do something for recursion, we will have to create some function. So let me create that function outside of this scope. Or maybe let's keep it within only. In JavaScript, we can easily do that. So let's keep it within that. I'm just thinking actually. Const flat function. Now, because this is recursion, I know this will keep on this will remain same. I know this much. Okay. Now for this array, I have to apply my logic. So I have to obviously iterate over the items. For let I equals to 0 colon I less than array dot length colon I plus plus. So if you are seeing this function for this example, you can understand that we are trying to iterate over this 4, 5, 6. The value of, okay, I should not use ARR, I should use array. Okay, and I should not use n, I should use number. Yeah, because n is there, so let's not use that. Obviously, they will get converted to local variables, so it is not an issue, but still, let's not add any confusion. So, first, for this flat function, I'll pass this entire array, right? Which will become this and n. After that, on this entire array, let's keep focusing on this example. We have to iterate over it. And if the item is not an array, we'll keep on adding to our result array. So let's do that. If let item equals to array of I. If array dot is array, if this item is array, we will see what we have to do. Else, we just have to add this. this is the first item, so we'll just add that to our result. Result array dot push item, whatever item we have. Okay, great. Let me remove this. So for first item, we will get, we have passed the entire array. The value of n is 1. Yes, the value of n is 1, which is the number here, and array. And because this is not an array, this item 1 is not an array, therefore we are adding it. 2 is not an array, we are adding it. 3 is not an array, we are adding it. But fourth is an array. So, and it is still for n equals to 1 only. But sorry, we are already inside array. So this n becomes 0. Okay. So I will have to add some condition. I will have to write flat function. Now this array I, value of this array I at this point is equals to 4, 5, 6, and the value of number should get reduced. The value of n currently is 1. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll pass this array, which is 4, 5, 6, and I'll reduce this n also because now we have 1 nested down, and minus 1. Now this will again get called. At this point n is 0 and the array is this entire item. Let me cut this from here, paste it here. Okay. Now we have to iterate over these items. So this item will be first time 4, then 5, and then 6, right? So if it is 4, it is not an array item, so we will add it. 5, we will add it. 6, we will add it. Great. And this function will get finished at this point. Now we are again at the outer for loop, and we will go to this item. Okay. So let me remove these comments again. Now again, this item is this, and value of n for outer loop is actually 1 only. Okay. Now for this 7, 8, 9, we will again follow this. So by default, I know because 7, 8 is definitely similar to 4, 5, 6, right? I'm not talking about 9, 10, 11. I'm talking about 7, 8 only. So this will get called again and again, and 7, 8 will get added. Now let's see 9, 10, 11. So 9, 10, 11 is an array. We'll pass that. So here array will become, if you have used recursion and at any point you will see why I'm going in cyclic order again and again. But the number will become 0. Okay. Now at this point, item will become 9, followed by 10, followed by 11. Okay. Actually, we don't need to do this. That's what I made mistake. I need to reduce. Let me try to run this to understand this actually. I think I'm getting confused somewhere. Because we will have to check n equals to 0 or n equals to 1 somewhere, right? This is an array. So this is an array. That's why this will get executed. But if n is equals to 0, if n is greater than 0, then only we need to flatten it. If it is not greater than 0, then that same item, which is 9, 10, 11, will get directly added here. Yes, I think that's it. That's perfect. Let me quickly try to explain you again. Okay. We called it here for the first time. Flat function level 1. Okay. At this point, array is this. Okay. Number or n, I would say number because we are using number here. Number is equals to 1. Great. Now for the first iteration, which is this item will be 1, 2, 3. They will keep on going. So we'll keep on adding it to the result array. Okay, I'll keep this result array at the top. 1, 1, 2, 3. We have added these. But for the fourth item, which is 456, okay, 456 is an array, correct? And at this point, number, which is this, yes, number is greater than 0 also. So in this case, we will call this flat function. Let me use this for nesting because we are again calling this function flat function level 2. Okay. Now for this 456, our value of array is 456 and number is 0. Okay, because we have reduced it. Yes, number is 0. Now for each item here will be 4, 5 and 6. All of these are not part of array and therefore they will get added because of this result array. So I'll add 4, 5 and 6. Okay. And because we have iterated over 4, 5 and 6, this entire iteration is finished. Therefore, we will again go back to the top level and go to the next item, which is this one. Okay. Again, in this, we know 7 and 8 will get iterated regularly, similar to this only. So let's iterate that and add that to 7. Actually, let me show it to you here. Flat function level 2. Array is this entire item. Okay. And number is 0. So it will start iterating. 7 is a number. So it will get pushed here. 7. 8 is a number, so it will get pushed here, 8. But 9, 10, 11 is an array. So this should have gotten called. But we don't want to execute this if number is not greater than 0. Okay. So because number is greater than 0, then only we will execute it. At this point, number is 0, right? That means we don't want to flatten this. And if we don't want to flatten this, this will be the item which will get added here. So I'll use that information. 9, 10, 11, and after that again 12 is there, so 12. I think this will work. Yes. Let me try this. If there is any mistake, it can be around this point, I think. So let's understand this. 456 did not got this, so let me try equals to. As I mentioned in the past, that conditions are something that I don't worry a lot about it. 1, 2, 3 is working. 4, 5, 6 is not giving the correct result. Why? Let me run this again. As I mentioned, recursion can have problems for me sometimes. I know the concepts, it's just that it becomes confusing at some point for me. Let me check this again. I passed the array. I've written this incorrectly. Yes, so the logic was correct. The code interpretation was incorrect. Code written was incorrect. So I hope you have understood this. It was a bit complicated because of recursion. Maybe there are other ways to do this, but because I saw this pattern, recursion is the one thing that comes to my mind. So let me submit this and see. Beats 87%. So let's see the top one. Okay, flat recursive. They've also used same, but why have they used counter? I don't know that. Okay, maybe because they are not reducing n and they are managing that by counter. Okay, makes sense, makes sense. Almost similar approach, but looks a bit complicated, not sure. Okay, obviously that person will see my code, they will see, okay, it is complicated, this is easy. Anyways, that's it. Thank you. Bye bye.